Hey guys, welcome back to the Ocean Guys channel. Today we're taking a look at the Orcatorch ORCA7. This is probably one of the lightest and most compact dive lights I've ever used. It's easy to bring along as a backup light during daytime dives, and it's also powerful enough to be used as a primary light for night dives. And if you've done any night diving before, you know just how important a reliable dive light can be. So let's get straight into the unboxing. One thing I like about Orcatorch dive lights is the premium carrying case. Most dive lights come with a basic mesh pouch, but this branded case feels much more practical. Since I travel with several dive lights, it's nice to be able to identify each one at a glance. The model I received is the ORCA7 in lava red. Right away you can see that it's much smaller and more compact than many of Orcatorch's previous models, and I really like the vibrant color. As for what's included in the box, we have a spare O-ring, a warranty card, a user manual, a wrist strap, a USB-C charging cable, and 2 rechargeable batteries. The design of this thing is absolutely insane. The lava red finish really stands out, and the matte coating gives it a premium look and feel. The ORCA7 comes in 5 different colors, and honestly, I don't think I've ever seen a dive light offered in this many color options before. Okay, let's install the batteries. The light can be easily opened by twisting the center section. As you can see, there are 2 O-rings on the connection point. The ORCA7 comes with 2 rechargeable batteries, and one thing I really like is that they can be charged directly using a USB-C cable, so there's no need for a separate charger. Pressing the button cycles through medium mode, high mode, and 2 different SOS modes, each with a different flashing pattern. I'll show you how they work underwater a little later in the video. The included wrist strap can be attached and used like this. It's a little longer than the lanyards I usually use, but it gets the job done. As you can see, it's surprisingly compact and lightweight. A light this compact looks great, but does it compromise on brightness or battery life? Let's take it underwater and find out. Dive lights aren't just for night dives. Even during the day, they can be useful when you're diving deeper or exploring cave-like structures underwater. Having a light helps bring back some of the color and detail that can get lost as you go deeper. I usually hold the light in one hand while using the other for arm strokes and equalizing during the duck dive. Because of that, I tend to notice the size and weight of a dive light pretty quickly. If it's too bulky, it can feel a little awkward to carry around. Since I normally wear a GoPro on my wrist, I personally prefer compact lights. That's one of the first things I noticed about the ORCA7. It's small enough that I didn't really think about it much once I got in the water. Even though it's compact, the beam is fairly focused, which I found useful when looking into darker areas and structures underwater. Rather than lighting up everything around you, it puts the light where you're actually looking. For me, the biggest advantage during daytime dives was simply how easy it was to carry. It never felt like it was getting in the way. According to the specs, the runtime is up to 3 hours and 40 minutes in medium mode and about 1 hour and 30 minutes in high mode. For daytime diving, I found myself using high mode most of the time. With all the ambient light underwater, the extra brightness was definitely more useful than medium mode. Of course, high mode drains the battery faster, but during daytime dives, I'm not constantly using the light anyway, so it wasn't really a concern for me. Overall, what stood out to me the most was the balance between size and performance. Usually when a dive light is this compact, you expect some compromises in either brightness or runtime. But throughout my daytime dives, the ORCA7 felt more capable than its size would suggest. I also liked how intuitive the controls were. Switching between modes felt straightforward, even underwater. Having 2 different SOS signal modes is a nice touch as well. Of course, daytime diving is one thing. The real question is how it performs once it gets dark. Honestly, this was better than I expected. Considering how small and compact the ORCA7 is, I was genuinely impressed by the brightness. The beam isn't extremely wide, which is to be expected given the size of the light, but I never found it limiting or uncomfortable to use. I usually carry 2 or 3 different lights. When another diver is underwater, I like to use a wider beam light to help illuminate the surrounding area. It can actually be quite helpful for the diver, especially when visibility is limited. I also tend to use wider beam lights when searching for fish from the surface. Speaking of night diving, there's one thing I'd like to say. especially for those who are just getting started. My advice is simple. Don't cheap out on your dive light. By cheap, I'm talking about those lights that cost less than $20. Night diving is more dangerous than many people realize. Imagine being in completely dark water and suddenly having your light fail. Losing your only source of light underwater is not something you want to experience. I've tried some of those inexpensive lights before, and in my experience, the brightness is often disappointing and the heat management can be poor. Some of them get surprisingly hot, even while wearing dive gloves. When it comes to night diving, a reliable light isn't just another piece of gear, it's an important piece of safety equipment. That's why I always recommend using a light from a brand with a proven track record. This is actually my second time using Orcatorch products. Both the ZD7 and 10 and the ORCA7 have been solid in terms of performance. There's really not much to complain about. What I also like is that they offer a pretty wide range of models. Whether you're into scuba diving, free diving, or even professional underwater work, there are different options depending on your diving style and needs. I personally haven't had any issues with their products so far, but I do expect their after-sales service and replacement process to be pretty straightforward if anything ever goes wrong. For me, the diving light is not just about brightness or features. It's about having gear that I can trust when I'm actually underwater. Before we wrap up, just to be transparent, this video was made with the ORCA7 provided by Orcatorch. As always, all opinions in this video are based on our real diving experience. I've been using Orcatorch products for quite a while now, and overall, they've been very reliable underwater. The new Orcatorch ORCA7 is a 3,000 lumen dive light with an SOS mode, making it suitable for a wide range of diving situations. Orcatorch has also provided a 20% discount code for Ocean Guys viewers. Be sure to check the video description below for the code and additional savings. In the next video, I'll be back with a review of another dive light brand, so we can continue comparing different options in real diving conditions. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the Ocean Guys channel.